So when we apply to a job we really want, we all dream of this situation.
Damn, look at that CV.
Yo, we need to call him.
Call him. Call him!
My question now is, are you setting up your application to get this dreamy scene? And I don't think so. As a resume writer, I've read hundreds of CVs and I saw a lot of people making the same errors. Errors that make their CVs get tossed in the garbage can. So in this video, we'll see why you're probably being egocentric in your CV, why it's hurting your situation and your application, and how you can make up for it in 3 easy steps to get the interviews you want. So, let's start. Let's get something straight before starting the video. No one really cares about you. Not me though, I do care about you since I'm making this video for you. But really, everyone looks for his own interest and it's no different with companies. And if you understand that, it can change the way you see your career, but it's also gonna shape how you will live your life. In the book How to Make Friends and Influence People, which was sold more than 1 million times, the author Dale Carnegie says, if out of reading this book you get just one thing, an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's point of view and see things from their angle, if you get that one thing out of this book, it may easily prove to be one of the building blocks of your career. If you didn't understand the quote, it means that you should speak to people based on their needs and not yours, because like I said, everyone looks for his own interest. This is essential in job hunting because you will have to keep that in mind while writing your CV. Did you know that only 5 people among hundreds of applicants actually get an interview? And that's why you have to be specific and write what the company actually wants to read if you want more interviews than your peers. Let's be honest, it's so easy to get carried away from the real goal of a CV. We all know what we want, right? We want to show that we're the best candidate out there. But the execution is hard. How do we write our CV to show that we're the best? In other words, how do we write our CV based on the employer's interest? So there are 3 questions to keep in mind while writing your CV if you want to achieve that. And the first one is, what does the employer want in terms of skills and qualities in his future employee? Asking this question will help you choose among all your experience which one to include in your CV. If you don't have a lot of experience, don't worry, it will help you select only the relevant tasks that you've done in your previous jobs. It will also help you to formulate the tasks and the sentences in a way that the employer or the reader will feel that you have those mentioned skills. Sit down, take a piece of paper or open up a Word document, open the job posting, write down every skills and qualities you read in the job posting, okay? Something that can help you is reading the job posting out loud. So write down everything that you see. Then read it a second time, okay, in case you've forgotten any skill or quality in the job posting. The end result will be a sheet or a Word document with all the skills and qualities that the employer wants in his future employee, okay? So make sure you include every skill and every quality mentioned in your list in your CV. 2 things can occur if you do that step really well. First, the ATS won't reject your CV because you have all the relevant keywords included in the job posting. And second, when a real person reads your CV, they will see that you have all the relevant skills that they mentioned earlier. So let's move on to our second question. What will make him say wow when reading your resume? Know that recruiters and companies already have personas in place. In a nutshell, a persona is the average applicant. For example, they will already know that the average applicant will have a bachelor's degree, will have that skill and that skill, will have this experience and this experience, okay? So if you can stand out from this persona, if you're different, if you have like a special skill or a special training or a special experience, you can stand out and you can create the wow effect. To illustrate this, I have a clear example, okay? So a couple years back, I was in university in an information session. I think it was KPMG, so I was applying for an internship, I think, so I don't really remember. I was talking to like a consultant, let's name him Mike, okay? And he told me that they just hired a new employee that will start like soon in like 2 or 3 weeks, okay? So I said, oh, so what's his name or her name? He said, yeah, it's a girl. I don't remember her name, but she was a singer. And I found that really funny because he forgot the important piece of information, so her name, but he remembers her background, so being a singer, because that's weird in the consulting world, because it's wow, because it's different, okay? And that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to find like something overly complicated, but you will have to take the time, so sit down just to 5-10 minutes, 1 hour, just to think about something special about you that is relevant to the job that you're applying to. So let's move on to our last question, number 3. What will make the employer more confident in hiring you and not someone else? This question is more technical because it involves the formulation of your sentences, like how you formulate your sentence so that the reader will feel like confidence. In other words, how can you give the guarantee that everything that you've accomplished before, you can do it again and even better for your future employer? I repeated that a lot. When you write accomplishment-based sentences, it will help your application because the reader will feel more confident in hiring you because he will see with his own eyes all the results that you've done before and that you can probably do again in the company you're applying to. If you want a comparison with like creative background people, like in marketing, architects or designers, they usually provide portfolios to future employers so that they can show proof that they're good, that they know what they're talking about, everything. So you will want to make the same thing. We don't really have portfolios, but you can show your accomplishments through your sentences. So let's take an example together. You may say something like, analyze and propose solutions to complex business problems. So this sentence is kind of empty. It doesn't tell me anything. So what did you analyze? How did you analyze it? What did you propose? What problems did you try to solve? So you can do better. Let's replace it by analyze sales data using Excel modeling and propose solutions to decrease order efficiency, which resulted in a 25% increase in sales last month. So now the reader has a lot of information. He knows that you can analyze data using Excel, they know what did you propose as a solution for which problem, and they know that you can bring results to specific problems. If you write your CV based on the employer's interest by using these 3 questions I just provided you, you will see that you will have a lot of interviews, more than the majority of people, okay? And that works only if you include all the relevant information you have, if your structure is good, if the format is good, if your CV is super readable. And speaking about that, I wrote a guide with all these information. So I talk about the mindset to have while writing a CV, like in this video. I include more and more information like the structure, like the sections to use, the format, how to make it readable, how to formulate all your sentences. So if you're interested in having more interviews and having a complete CV, it's free. You can download it in the link below this video. So let's say you have a really good CV right now, okay? What do? How do you apply to jobs, okay? You can watch this video next. So it's my 3 job hunting strategies in 2019 that will get you more interviews and more offers, hopefully. So you can watch this next. So thank you for watching this video until the end. I hope this video was cool. If it was the case, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss any future career related video.